Lost First Love. Anastasia's POV. It was Friday night and I had gone out with my friends Agnes and Beatrice to the newly opened The Red Moon Club. The music was deafening but I did not mind. I was tired of working the whole week. Finally my boss Miranda Wells gave me an early day off. I was a wedding planner and the last week was hectic. This time we were planning a very high-profile wedding of the famous supermodel turned actress Jennifer Cruz. She was a nice and warm person, nothing like what the tabloids had told about her being a serial dater. Honestly, I hated the sexist tabloids. My friends went to dance but I did not feel like dancing, so I remained at the bar counter, still drinking my Pinot Noir. It was then when a very handsome man came and sat next to me. Something about this man seemed so familiar, like I had seen him somewhere, but I just couldn't recall exactly where. One rusty nail please. Oh my god, was it him? I would recognize that voice anywhere. I hated that man with a passion. I never wanted to see him again, but here I am. Asterisk 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 asterisk. 6 years ago. Whoa girl, you've got a love note today as well. I wonder who are these from, said my best friend Agnes. I wonder too. Who likes me this much? I think they are mistaken. If only you saw the way I see you, girl. I don't know why you don't see the beauty that you are. I don't know what filter your eyes are viewing me with, but come back to original mode, I said, rolling my eyes. What does it say? Oh my god, you won't believe this. What is it? This guy wants to meet me. He wants to reveal himself. I can't do this. Of course you can do this, girl. Come on. When and where does he want to meet you? Today in the greenhouse after school. Great. You can finally see who it is. And it's not like you're marrying the guy. If you don't like him, tell him straight to his face. That afternoon, I was waiting in the greenhouse. It was already 2:30 p.m. and I've been waiting here for the past 5 minutes. If this mystery admirer of mine doesn't turn up in another 5 minutes, I'm leaving. Besides, this could also be a prank. Who would be my admirer? Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Miss Holden wanted to speak to me, said a deep voice behind me. God, I was a sucker for deep voices. I turned around to see who this admirer was. Oh my god. I gulped. Hi Chris. What are you doing here? Asterisk 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 asterisk. It was already 2 months since I started going out with the school's bad boy Christopher Del Savio. He was the sweetest guy the first knew. For our first date 2 days after he revealed himself to be my secret admirer, he took me to the amusement park. It was my first date ever, and I had always fantasized about going to amusement parks as my first date. He was the sweetest gentleman ever. The whole school saw him as a cold-hearted playboy, but inside was a soft teddy bear. He was really patient with me. Yes, I know I was almost 18, but I never had kissed anyone. I was extremely shy and awkward with boys, and making the first move was never a plan. As cliché as it sounds, our first kiss was in the rain, on the way back from a karaoke date. God, why was all my fantasies being fulfilled by this guy? We had been on many other dates which also included study dates. Sometimes we would study in the library and sometimes at his house. His house was gigantic. I did not know he was this rich, not that I cared. I did not know he was a book lover. Nobody could tell this side of the bad boy. I was so fascinated by his collection of books. I would borrow a book every week from his library. My first time was with him after a study date on a weekend. It was already 5 months since we started dating. To be honest, I felt a little awkward, but Chris was a pure gentleman. I did not know what love was. I was the neutral type. It was like I wanted to fall in love, but at the same time I did not want to fall in love for fear of commitment. I didn't know the feeling of loving someone or being loved by someone. He was my first love, if I could call this feeling as love. I did not know if he loved me. He was a romantic, that was clear. From bringing me flowers to rapping for me, I loved all these little moments we shared. I would stare at him when he wasn't looking at me. Damn, he was really good looking. Did he love me the way I loved him? How long would we last? Prom was going to be held soon. I wondered if Chris would ask me out to prom. Prom night came soon. Chris had asked me out to prom. I had felt all the jealous stares of the other girls at me. Damn. I feel lucky. He was mine. That night he had pulled me aside. Oh God, this guy was so much into public display of affection, but he was equally loving in private. We reached an empty corridor. I need to tell you something, Anna. Oh God. Was he going to say he loved me? I think we should break up. What? But why? He had the nerve to laugh. Was he pranking me? You think I'd like you? Someone like you? Please don't joke, Anna. It was all fun and games for me. What were you thinking? But damn, how dumb could you be? It was so tiring to act all lovey-dovey with you when I could have been having a good fuck with someone else. But don't worry, you were a vixen in bed. At least that part was amazing. He smirked. What? This was all a lie? And then some boys and 2 girls came out of nowhere, a phone in hand. Had he been recording everything? They laughed scornfully at me and showed the video to me. And I had thought they had become my friends these last few months. Here you go, Chris, my boy. Your $500. I can't believe you won. Damn, it must have been hard to be so loving. My vision was blurred. I couldn't bear it anymore. I ran out of that place and went straight home. I can't believe he had a bet. I was so stupid. I should have listened to my guts. My first love was apparently a liar and a money-hungry asshole. Never again would she fall in love. Love these days were rare. After all, they say first love never lasts. Asterisk, 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 asterisk. Chris POV. I saw Anna after 6 years now. I know I was wrong that night. I had fallen for her, for real. But I was an idiot. I cared more for my reputation than the heart of my first love. She was innocent yet feisty and wore her heart on her sleeves. And I had crushed her heart all those years ago. I know she would never forgive me. She was my first love. I wish I hadn't cared about my reputation. I saw her walking away from the bar counter towards the dance floor. This time I wasn't about to let her go. But alas, I lost sight of her. 3 days later. Little did I know I was about to see her more often now that she was the wedding planner of my cousin. She was avoiding me. This time I would fight for her love and earn her trust. I only hoped fate was on my side. I had found my first love again. But my hopes were crushed once I saw her with a shining diamond ring on her 4th finger the next day as she had wrapped her arms around her fiancé and was kissing him lovingly. I had lost her now forever. If only I had not been stupid, that would have been my ring on her finger.